E-bike sales are exploding worldwide, with older adults leading the charge in North America. But beneath the hype lies a dangerous reality. Riders over 60 are ending up in emergency rooms 3 times more often than younger cyclists. Experts warn it's not aging, it's engineering. The same designs marketed as innovation are quietly becoming death traps for seniors. The Wheelie Fun Bike stands as the worst choice any senior could make. Built in Sacramento, California, this machine packs 5,000 watts of peak power. It hits speeds over 35 miles per hour, but speed is not the main problem. This bike automatically lifts into a wheelie with just a button press. The design includes a push-to-wheelie mode and a throttle-based digital wheelie bar. Riders can adjust wheelie angles through a mobile app. No senior struggling with balance should ever consider this bike. The very features that make it popular with stunt riders make it deadly for older adults. One wheel leaves the ground by design. Center of gravity shifts constantly. The bike requires split-second reactions to maintain control. Age slows reaction time by an average of 25% after 60. The math does not work. This bike turns normal riding into a continuous balancing act that even young riders find challenging. The weight distribution changes instantly when the front wheel lifts. Seniors need both wheels planted firmly on the ground at all times. This bike does the exact opposite. Falls from wheelie positions result in backward head impacts, the most dangerous type of cycling injury for older adults. The half bike from Bulgaria requires riders to stand upright during the entire journey. No seat exists. Riders steer with their whole body instead of just handlebars. 3 wheels provide the base, with the front wheel handling all turning. The bike weighs just 18 pounds and folds small enough to fit under a desk. Standing while riding removes the stable seated position that helps seniors maintain balance. Body weight stays high above the center of gravity. Any bump or sudden stop can throw a rider off balance. The whole body steering method demands constant core engagement and leg strength. Most seniors over 60 experience reduced core stability and leg power compared to younger years. Studies show standing balance deteriorates significantly after age 60. Static standing becomes harder. Dynamic standing while moving becomes even more challenging. This bike combines both problems into one dangerous package. The 3-wheel design might seem safer than 2 wheels, but the standing position cancels any stability benefit. Riders need strong ankles, knees, and hip flexibility to control direction. Joint problems affect 92% of people over 65. This bike demands what most seniors cannot safely provide. The Helix bike from London flips basic cycling rules upside down. Both front and rear wheels steer simultaneously. The design team previously built tall bikes and 6-person tandems. They described the Helix as a mind-body challenge. Front and rear wheels work together to create what they call a completely new riding sensation. Muscle memory from decades of normal bike riding becomes a liability on the Helix. The brain expects the bike to respond one way. The bike responds differently. This mismatch causes confusion and delayed reactions. Seniors need predictable, familiar controls. The Helix offers the opposite. Even the designers admit the bike is tricky to master. A quick release lets riders lock the rear steering to make it behave like a normal bike. But this feature admits the core design creates problems. Why buy a bike that needs its main feature disabled to ride safely? The adjustment between locked and unlocked modes creates another variable for riders to manage. Cognitive load increases. Balance suffers as mental resources shift to figuring out steering behavior instead of watching the road. Balance requires consistent feedback from the bike to the rider. The Helix provides inconsistent, unpredictable feedback. Falls happen when expectations do not match reality. This bike guarantees that mismatch. The Como hubless e-bike from Korean Mobility replaces traditional wheels with giant see-through donuts. No hub exists at the center. The wheels look futuristic but create serious problems for older riders. Standard wheels provide clear visual feedback about rotation speed and direction. The hubless design makes it harder to judge wheel movement at a glance. Seniors rely heavily on visual cues for balance. Peripheral vision tracks wheel rotation to help the brain calculate speed and position. The see-through design removes those visual anchors. The brain struggles to process wheel information quickly. Airless tires eliminate another feedback source. Regular tires compress and expand, giving riders tactile information about terrain. Airless tires stay rigid, removing that sensory input. The frame-mounted LED adds visual distraction instead of useful information. Bright lights in the rider's field of vision reduce night vision adaptation. Older eyes need more time to adjust between bright and dark areas. The LED creates a moving bright spot that interferes with that adjustment. Large saddle size might seem like a comfort feature, but saddle size affects leg extension and foot placement. Improper leg extension reduces pedaling stability and makes emergency stops harder. The unusual wheel design provides no safety benefit but adds multiple balance challenges. The InMotion V12S electric unicycle represents the absolute worst choice for any senior. This machine packs 3,500 watts of motor power into a single wheel. Top speed reaches 43 miles per hour. The device requires constant micro-adjustments to stay upright. Riders lean forward to accelerate and backward to brake. Side-to-side lean controls turning. One wheel means zero stability when stopped. Riders must keep moving or fall over. Traffic lights become hazardous events. Every stop requires getting off completely. Age-related balance problems make this impossible to use safely. The V12S includes a 1,750 watt-hour battery for around 90 miles of range. That long range becomes meaningless when the first attempt to ride ends in a fall. A built-in touchscreen, adjustable suspension, and RGB lighting add complexity without adding safety. The touchscreen puts controls at foot level where seniors cannot easily see them. Adjustable suspension changes handling characteristics. Consistent handling helps older riders develop confident control. Variable suspension removes that consistency. The marketing targets commuters and trail riders, but both use cases demand balance skills that decline with age. Commuting requires navigating traffic, pedestrians, and unexpected obstacles. Trail riding adds uneven terrain and sudden elevation changes. Single-wheel vehicles amplify every one of those challenges. Seniors need maximum stability. This machine provides minimum stability. The Monovel Mono Wheel places the rider inside a giant wheel. The design looks like something from a cartoon. Built in Germany, this human-powered machine has the rider pedal, a smaller internal frame that rotates independently from the outer wheel. The rider sits or stands inside the wheel's circumference. This design requires gymnast-level balance skills. The rider moves inside a moving wheel. Two layers of motion happen simultaneously. The inner frame rotates to create movement. The outer wheel rolls along the ground. Seniors must coordinate both movements while maintaining position inside the wheel. One mistake sends the rider tumbling inside the structure. Getting on and off demands flexibility and strength. Riders must climb into the wheel opening and secure themselves before starting to pedal. Emergency exits become nearly impossible. A sudden stop or obstacle could trap the rider inside the wheel. Age reduces the flexibility needed to quickly extract oneself from tight spaces. The visual experience disorients many riders. The world rotates around the rider instead of the rider moving through a stable world. This reversal confuses the inner ear balance system. Vertigo becomes likely. Seniors already experience higher rates of dizziness and balance disorders. This bike makes those problems worse. The electric XP trike might seem safer because it has 3 wheels. Priced at $1,499, the trike is fully foldable. A powerful 500-watt nominal motor, peaking at 1,100 watts, sits in the rear axle. The 13-amp-hour UL-certified battery delivers up to 50 miles of range. Hydraulic disc brakes provide stopping power. The low step-through frame makes getting on and off easier. But the folding mechanism creates a critical weakness. Folding joints exist in the frame. Those joints can loosen over time. Loose joints mean frame flex. Frame flex reduces stability. Seniors need rigid, solid frames that respond predictably. A frame that flexes or has play in the joints creates uncertain handling. The rear axle motor placement puts heavy weight behind the rider. Weight distribution affects steering response and braking distance. Rear-heavy bikes require more effort to steer and take longer to stop. Reaction times slow with age. Extra stopping distance means less margin for error. Speeds up to 20 miles per hour might not sound fast, but impact forces increase with the square of velocity. A fall at 20 miles per hour carries 4 times the force of a fall at 10 miles per hour. Injury severity jumps dramatically. The hydraulic brakes can grab suddenly if adjusted wrong. Sudden stops throw riders forward. Upper body strength decreases with age, making it harder to catch yourself during forward pitches. The Cruise Bike Q45 features full suspension and recumbent seating position. It uses front-wheel drive with a moving bottom bracket. The pedals and front wheel turn together. This design supposedly provides better climbing traction and dynamic riding feel. The 700C wheels, disc brakes, and adjustable frame make it versatile for road and trail use. Recumbent positions place riders low to the ground with legs extended forward. This seating position makes it nearly impossible to put a foot down quickly during balance problems. Traditional upright bikes let riders extend a leg to catch themselves. The recumbent position removes that safety option. Getting on and off requires more flexibility and strength compared to regular bikes. The moving bottom bracket adds another layer of complexity. The pedals move with the steering. Pedaling affects steering, and steering affects pedaling. Two systems that should be separate become linked. The brain must process this unusual connection while also managing balance, speed, and navigation. Cognitive load increases. Studies show divided attention tasks become harder after age 60. Front-wheel drive creates unusual handling compared to rear-wheel or mid-drive systems. Weight shifts differently during acceleration and braking. Traction behaves unexpectedly on loose surfaces. Decades of riding experience on traditional bikes creates expectations. The Q45 violates those expectations. Muscle memory becomes a liability. Relearning basic bike handling after 60 becomes significantly harder than learning young. The Maxfoot MF30 claims the #1 spot in many trike reviews. Priced at $2,099, this electric trike loads a 750-watt motor and a large 20-amp-hour battery. The claimed range reaches 85 miles. The MF30 rolls on larger 24-inch front and smaller 20-inch rear tires. Full front suspension and a massive rear cargo basket complete the package. The comfortable seat includes a backrest, and the step-through frame provides easy access. Power seems good until physics gets involved. 750 watts provides strong acceleration. Strong acceleration can surprise riders. Surprise leads to overcorrection. Overcorrection causes loss of control. Throttle response needs to be gentle and predictable for senior riders. High-power motors respond quickly to small throttle movements. Fine motor control decreases with age. Small hand tremors can cause unintended throttle inputs. The mixed tire sizes create handling quirks. The larger front tire rolls over obstacles more easily than smaller rear tires. But this size difference affects turning radius and lean angle. The bike turns differently depending on speed. Slow turns feel one way, fast turns feel different. Seniors need consistent, predictable handling across all speeds. The 85-mile range encourages long trips. Long rides mean fatigue. Fatigue degrades balance and reaction time. A fresh rider might handle the bike safely. A tired rider after 40 miles faces higher fall risk. The massive cargo basket seems practical but adds weight. Loaded weight raises the center of gravity. Higher center of gravity means easier tipping. The step-through frame lowers the top tube but does not lower the overall center of gravity when cargo sits high in the rear basket. The Omo X self-balancing electric scooter might sound perfect for seniors with balance problems. Developed by engineers, this machine packs serious technology, including auto parking, remote summon, adaptive cruise, and reverse assist. A sensor suite provides 360-degree awareness with cameras for blind spot monitoring and obstacle avoidance. The scooter can balance itself upright, even when stopped. But technology is not the same as simplicity. The Omo X requires understanding multiple automatic systems. The rider must know when the systems activate and how to override them if needed. Each automatic feature adds a failure point. Software crashes. Sensors get dirty. Cameras fail in rain or fog. When automatic systems fail, the rider needs to take manual control instantly. The aggressive angular frame puts style over function. Sharp angles create hard impact points during falls. Rounded designs spread impact forces across larger areas. The self-balancing works when the electronics function properly, but electronics fail eventually. A senior who depends on automatic balancing might never develop the skills needed to handle balance manually. The scooter becomes a crutch. When the crutch breaks, the rider has no backup skills. Wireless charging sounds convenient until the system fails to charge properly. Dead batteries mean no ride home. The reverse assist feature adds another control to remember: forward, backward, and turning create enough challenge. Adding assisted reverse increases cognitive load. The remote summon feature lets the scooter move without a rider. But what happens if it summons incorrectly or moves in traffic? Technology creates new problems while solving old ones. Electric bike injuries among seniors increased 240% between 2017 and 2022, according to emergency room data. Head injuries account for 35% of senior electric bike crashes. Wrist and hip fractures make up another 28%. These injuries take longer to heal in older adults. The average hospital stay for a senior after an electric bike crash lasts 8.3 days compared to 2.1 days for younger riders with similar injuries. Bone density decreases an average of 1% per year after age 50. Lower bone density means fractures from smaller impacts. The same fall that gives a 30-year-old a bruise gives a 70-year-old a broken hip. Recovery time extends dramatically. Physical therapy requirements increase. Many seniors never fully recover their previous mobility after major falls. Balance testing shows measurable decline starting around age 40. The decline accelerates after 60. Single-leg standing time decreases by an average of 2.3 seconds per decade. Tandem walking speed slows by 0.8 seconds per decade. These changes are normal aging, not disease, but they create real limitations. Bikes that demand exceptional balance skills become dangerous when normal aging reduces those skills. Visual processing speed decreases approximately 20% between ages 20 and 70. Peripheral vision narrows by an average of 1 to 3 degrees per decade. Night vision adaptation takes twice as long at 70 compared to 30. These changes affect bike riding directly. Slower visual processing means delayed reaction to obstacles. Narrower peripheral vision means missing side traffic. Poor night adaptation makes evening rides hazardous. Traditional adult tricycles with low centers of gravity and moderate power provide the best option for seniors with balance concerns. 3 wheels stay on the ground always, no balancing required. Low step-through frames let riders put both feet flat on the ground while seated. This position provides maximum stability when stopped. Rear cargo baskets mounted low keep weight close to the ground. Dual rear wheels in back create a wide, stable base. Motors under 500 watts provide adequate power for most riding without overwhelming acceleration. Gentle throttle response gives predictable control. Top speeds limited to 15 miles per hour reduce crash severity. Mechanical disc brakes with motor cutoff prevent runaway acceleration during panic stops. Simple LCD displays show essential information without complexity. Front and rear mechanical disc brakes provide reliable stopping power without the sudden grab of hydraulic systems. Adjustable seats with back support help maintain proper riding posture. Good posture reduces fatigue. Less fatigue means better balance and awareness. Wide cushion saddles distribute weight comfortably. Comfort encourages longer use, building strength and confidence gradually. Full fenders keep riders clean and dry. Integrated lights improve visibility without requiring separate batteries or switches. The key factors matter more than fancy features. Stability beats speed, simplicity beats automation, predictability beats innovation. Seniors need bikes designed around safety first. The market offers plenty of appropriate options, but flashy marketing often promotes dangerous designs to buyers who do not understand the risks. Knowledge protects better than any piece of safety equipment. Age brings wisdom and experience. It also brings physical changes that cannot be ignored. The right electric bike respects those changes and works with them, not against them. The wrong electric bike ignores physical limitations and creates unnecessary danger. Choosing wisely means understanding what truly matters for safe riding after 60. Balance problems require balanced solutions. Bikes that make balance harder never become safe no matter how advanced the technology seems. 10 bikes have been examined. Each one creates specific dangers for riders over 60 dealing with balance challenges. The Wheelie-prone bike lifts wheels off the ground by design. The half bike removes the seated position entirely. The Helix changes basic steering behavior. The Como removes visual feedback. The V12S eliminates stability completely. The Monovel disorients through rotation. The electric XP trike folds when it should stay rigid. The Q45 traps riders low with no quick exit. The MF30 provides too much power. The OMO X replaces skill with technology that can fail. Each e-bike design might feel perfect for younger riders, but senior bodies play by different rules. As we age, balance naturally declines, reaction time slows, and vision changes often just enough to turn small mistakes into serious risks. Bone density drops, making even minor falls more dangerous, yet marketing often pretends everyone rides the same. True safety means facing these changes honestly, not hiding them behind flashy ads. What works for a 25-year-old may fail a 70-year-old on the same road. The line between a safe, confident ride and a painful accident starts with knowing how aging really affects the body.